We have another blockbuster trade to discuss tonight. Seth Jones is on his way to Chicago. We'll get into the details coming up next. So welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. As I mentioned, the day of blockbuster trades continues ahead of the 2021 NHL Draft. Defenseman Seth Jones, formerly of the Columbus Blue Jackets, has now officially been traded after all these weeks and months of speculation, and he will be joining his brother Caleb with the Chicago Blackhawks. Now, going along with Seth Jones is also a first-round pick. Now, the Jackets have did have three prior to this transaction. They have their own, and the one that they're sending is actually the 32nd and last pick in the first round, which is actually pick 31 because of the Coyotes pick being forfeited, which originally belonged to the Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So they get that first-round pick as well as a sixth-round pick next year. Those three assets go to the Chicago Blackhawks. In exchange, the Columbus Blue Jackets get young defenseman Adam Boqvist, the 12th overall pick, so a first-rounder in this year's draft, 12th overall tonight. And there is one more pick. We're just waiting on those details, and I just didn't want to delay getting this video made any longer. So check the pinned comment out at the very top of this video in the comment section, and I'll have that updated as soon as that other pick is revealed. It's likely a mid-round pick sometime in the next year or two would be my guess. So the other big part of this is Seth Jones is agreeing to a monster extension to remain a Blackhawk for a really long time. Now, he still has his contract for one more year, over $5 million that he makes, and he's agreeing to an 8-year contract extension. Looks like the average annual value is $9.5 million. That is an absolutely whopper of a contract. Now, there's also believed to be fairly heavy in the signing bonus money. We're waiting to confirm those details as well. But that is a huge, huge contract for Seth Jones. He's a good defenseman. I'm not sure he's really at that level to get 9.5, but that's a mega contract. So he should be possibly in Chicago for upwards of 9 years, assuming he remains there for the entirety of the contract. But you know who's really smiling right now? Dougie Hamilton. Dougie Hamilton is getting probably $10 million or more now. That is insane. Other guys that are going to be coming due for a new contract soon, like Darnell Nurse and Morgan Riley, they're sitting there going, yes, I like this deal. That's going to increase their value. This is a salary cap world that's flat for the next 3 to 4 years. I don't know how the Hawks are going to pull this off. They've already got a couple of big-time ticket items with guys like Taves and Kane under contract for a while yet. Kirby Dach is, I'm not sure what kind of extension he's going to get because he's still fairly young, but, they've got DeBrincat. I don't know. This is not going to be an easy scenario for them to navigate through, and I have to wonder if there could be other things on the horizon here for Chicago. But we know that Seth Jones was basically at a point where he apparently told the Jackets that he would only sign extensions with Dallas or Chicago. That was his only options, and after Dallas bowed out, Chicago was going to get the deal done. They've been pushing for this. There's been reports for the last couple of weeks. We've talked on and off that they were the likely two front-running teams that he would sign with. And, of course, Columbus would get a better return on. So it makes a lot of sense that they would end up here with getting this deal done. Now, the other thing I really hope we see the Jackets do in the next little while is address the problem in that organization why nobody seems to want to stay. They have had such a mass exodus of top talent leave that organization in the last year or two. It's absolutely insane. From what we heard from former players, it seems like the city's a pretty good place to live. The fans are good. For the most part, it seems like the organization, people like Yarmo and Davidson and ownership seem to be pretty decent. I obviously can't speak to them myself, but the reports are, most people say, mostly good things. So it's hard to wrap your head around. So it's something that's going to be a major issue there if they don't get things corrected and figure out why and how they can keep their talent wanting to stay in Columbus. Of course, we just had Dubois go through this in the last year. Now Jones. Will Zach Werenski want to stay? The rumor to be trading Jonas Korpisalo. It's really hard to wrap your head around. But this is a whole different contract here for Jones. He never would have got that out of Jarmo Kekalainen, I can't imagine. But to me, that's a little steep. But I hope he pans out for Chicago. I wish him nothing but success with this. But I do have my doubts that in the longer term that this contract might not be the greatest. I think it's a bit of an overpayment after seeing OEL go to Vancouver earlier tonight. And I know some are questioning their long-term cap situation. Of course, like this year's not bad because they dumped a ton of money in Beagle, Roussel, and Erickson off in Arizona. But after that, they're going to have to eat this one and pay their other young guys. It's going to be tough. But now you get this Jones contract. It's like, okay, it's not the worst contract anymore, is what people are saying. But I don't know. I like Jones. I don't know if he's 9.5 worthy, but we'll see. Apparently Chicago feels that he is, and they want to lock him up for a long time. So let me know your thoughts. There seems to be some other trades brewing, so we're likely going to be back here soon. The Taylor Hall contract, by the way, is finally official. 4 years, $6 million per year, so he's staying with the Boston Bruins. So that is a done deal. We've also got word there's some other stuff in the queue here. I know there's some teams that be rumored to be making some other big deals. The draft's starting here in the next 20, 30 minutes. So stay tuned, folks. Buckle up. It's going to be a busy night, and we'll be back as the news breaks. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and stick around. We'll keep you up to date with all the latest news and rumors on all 32 NHL teams. Welcome to the chaotic, silly season in the NHL, and I'll catch you next time.